Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It is the Hockey Happy Hour. Wade Gordon calling all the action from our Hamilton, Ontario studios. This is the first of two games we'll be providing for you today. CSPHLC Hockey Happy Hour action on a Thursday night. We are broadcasting this game from the Saskatchewan Rum Distillery in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. There is rum in Saskatchewan, and there is the Saskatchewan team known as the Swift Current Rum Runners, who have made themselves very much known. And right off the bat, Kevin Saw put something right at Jean-Francois Larocque in net for the Drummondville Suns. These are two teams that are sitting very nicely in position to be doing well. All right, the Suns sitting about in the middle of the Quebec division, and oh, there's a big tumble. Somebody lost a hat there, and looks like they'll be offside on that one. The Swift Current Rum Runners doing the best of the four. Doing the best of the four expansion teams at the moment. They are currently sitting in first place in the Prairie Division at 9-2-2. 9 wins already from their first 13 games of this season. It's the first 13 games in existence. However, that was Gordie Conroy, one of the star players, star rookies for the Drummondville Suns on that front line. The Suns on their second line have their leading scorer, Mark McLemuk, and Jean-Francois Larocque will sit on that one for a face-off. Number 49 on the second line for Drummondville, Mark McLemuk, will be his leading scorer. He's got 7 goals this season. That puts him at 6th in the rankings. And there's Rockwood, wins it. Lam Sablek puts it right on net. Just a little bit of just sort of pushes it there, and doesn't actually get much of a push on that one. But nonetheless, here come once again the Rum Runners. Guy Holligan tries to put that one on net, and chasing it down is Rick Froskins for Drummondville. A lot of these names you might be familiar with from prior the last season, as both Drummondville and Swift Current, as they are both expansion teams, were able to take players from various other teams in the expansion draft. I believe 16 of their full roster of 20 were taken from the expansion draft, and of course the draft of new players to fill out these spots. Pretty much rounded it all out. There's Guy de Gomquet, Lam Sablek. Sablek can't put the shot on. There's McLemuk, number 49, McLemuk, excuse me. And Bernie Lentel will take it up and try to set something up to RC Alex. Not anything there, as Ken Kelsom holds his position down on his crease. Dennis Skirk brings it back up. And oh, there's going to be a penalty coming against Drummondville. We didn't see it on camera. Maybe we'll see it on the replay. De Gomquet, oh, they score! Well, the empty netter allows for it, and it's Patrice O'Donk. Giving the Rum Runners the early lead. Patrice O'Donk That is his 6th goal of the season. And well, the brief moment of the extra attacker ended up taking care of things.
Goal scored by number 58, assisted by number 47, and by number 16. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 27 seconds.
And well, Drummondville already find themselves on the back foot here. LaRock has to just smother that one, as Jimmy Gronda couldn't get it out of his own zone. Swift Current have been a force to be reckoned with. They are second in scoring so far this season, but they're reliable when it comes to high-scoring games. They're actually on a 6-game winning streak after a bit of a slow start to the season. So they have won their last 6 games, which puts them in first place in the Prairie Division. As for the Drummondville Suns, they currently sit in 3rd place, and they score! They tie things up. Well, Vern Vickles gets the goal. And you can see the one-timer, Desnice just sets it up for him, and Vickles, that's the 4th line getting a major goal to tie things up. Vickles, his 3rd goal of the season. And that line of Desnice, Godin, and Vickles, the 4th line of Drummondville, that's now their 4th goal this season. Too bad for a 4th line.
Drummondville goal scored by number 16, assisted by number 36. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 30.
Oh, we're seeing just a bit of a jumble here. And we are tied up at a goal apiece so far, halfway through the first period. And dumping it all the way down is Vern Vickles, the goal scorer. Chasing it down is Greg Godin, his line mate. But it's Gary Robinter able to get it out. And here is the 4th line. Lanko tries to put something on there. Patrick Lanko doesn't have a goal to his name this season yet. And here is Gordy Conroy, a highly touted rookie, picked up in the 1st round by Drummondville. And he's going to beat the offside. He's got his teammate Esabesi. If he wants, he takes it himself. Kelsum able to handle it and distribute back out. Greg Kramler brings it up past the blue line to Patrice O'Donk, the goal scorer for Swift Current. And Blowback puts a shot in there. Sitting on it is Ken Kelsum. Face-off won by Swift Current. They'll bring it in. Belandon Lyko. Belandon Lyko putting it on net. Just sort of skating into the middle, into that big mixing bowl right there. And Blowback ends up coming clear with it, but he's all alone. He's got help from Gronda. Gronda puts it on the net. Doesn't get any air on the wrist shot. It's just an easy pad save for Ken Kelsum. Either goaltender setting the world on fire at the moment. But for Drummondville, they have been strong on the power play and the penalty kill this season so far. But it has definitely been goal scoring for Swift Current. They just need to sew up their defense, and they score! They let another one in. Well, it's a 2-1 game. Drummondville now take the lead. And who else? It's Mark McLamuck. The leading scorer for the Drummondville Suns gets his 8th. And that was just brilliantly set up, centered in Bobby Rochefort gave him a little bit too much space, and that's all the space he needed. McLamach puts Drummondville in the lead early in this game. Oh, right back come the Rum Runners. Kevin Saw puts it in. Oh, and the centering pass, and he scores! Richard Van Pecken. And we're all tied up yet again. Thanks to Richard Van Pecken.
Swift Current goal, scored by number 50, assisted by number 95, and by number 61. Time to goal, 16 minutes, 42 seconds.
Well, we have seen quite a lot of goals being scored. That's the thing, Swift Current. Their defense, bit lacking. But where they make up for it is they are the second highest scoring team so far this season. There's Bobby Rochefort. And Bernie Lentel trying to chase that one down. Skirk keeps it. Rochefort, wrister. Glove down by LaRock. And he'll sit on it with 44.5 seconds to go. We're tied at 2. You're listening to the CSPHLC Hockey Happy Hour. This is the first of our 2 games we're broadcasting for you today. The Swift Current Rum Runners facing off against the Drummondville Suns. Later on, we'll be heading over to Kamloops, British Columbia, where the Kamloops Wolves, another one of the expansion teams, face off against the Salmon Arm Woodies in a divisional game. Oh, that's a nice wrister by Ronnie Dupree, and Kelsom hangs on to it. 8.3 seconds to go. And the Drummondville Suns looking to try to take a lead into the period. Into the intermission, that is. The seconds tick down, and we head to the first intermission with a lot of action to report. 2 goals apiece in a battle of the 2 new sides, 2 of the 4 new sides, the expansion teams. The Swift Current Rum Runners clawed back after dropping a 1-0 lead. It's 2 apiece. We'll be back with the second period in just a few moments. Welcome you back to the second period here at the Saskatchewan Rum Distillery. There is rum in Saskatchewan, and oh, there is a helmet on the ice. Immediately it is Randy Esevesi who has to head right to the bench and leaves that nice little obstacle in the middle of the ice just to get us started. Here come the Swift Current Rum Runners, who I guess if you had to say which side the momentum was swinging towards, it was the Rum Runners. They did get the last goal of the first period, taking the lead early on, dropping 2, and then picking 1 right back up after losing lead. That helmet is just still finding its way around there. It's almost got a mind of its own. Maybe the brain is still in there. Maybe the hit was so hard it removed the brain from the skull. And it is currently sitting in there. Oh no, they're just treating it as another bit of an obstacle. Here's Mark McLemore. He's at one of the 2 goals. He's going to try to find Ronnie Dupree. He took his charge in a little bit too far, and it is back to Doug Volman. Finds it to Guy Halligan. And Halligan being held up at the far end of the boards by Bernie Lantel. LaRock will hang on to that one, but there is a penalty being called against Drummondville. The Swift Current will go on the power play in just a moment. Looks like it's going to be up against Alex Desserie. Tripping is the call against Desserie. This is our first penalty of the game, our first power play of the game. And Swift Current on the power play, 10th in the league, 8 for 28 this season. Drummondville, strong penalty killing. They have killed 28 of 34 penalties. That is good to rank them 3rd in the entire league of 20 teams. And already a minute has been killed of this penalty, but a one-timer and he scores! Sandy Dancer for the lead. He just waited. The play was made, and it's a 3-2 game. A power play goal for the Swift Current Rum Runners. Sandy Dancer, his 4th power play goal of the season, and his 7th goal overall on the year. And just over the shoulder of a sliding Jean-Francois LaRock. Can't blame him. He tried his best to get there, cross his crease. But it is 3-2. Guy Halligan with the main assist. Kevin Saw as well getting the assist. Halligan, that is assist number 9. He, I believe, leads the team in assists as well. And here come the Rum Runners yet again. Back at even strength. But back and forth. End-to-end stuff. Here's Gordy Conroy. You know he's got the scoring acumen. Just still new to this game. He's one of those youngins that got drafted this year. And Robity stops it and brings it back to the neutral zone. Here comes the Suns yet again. Essavesi losing it, and it's back to the neutral zone and all the way back to Drummondville's end of the ice. Looking it back up is Dennis Skirk to Patrice O'Donk. Here's Christian Brote. And Brote will hold on to it, trying to set it in. Takes a deflection, and here's Francois Robity. Francis Robity, excuse me, not Francois, Francis. And there's Paul Largalski. John Koski has a shot. Kelsom, I think he ended up sitting on it. And, yeah, that's one way to freeze the puck there. Did I say Kelsom? I think I meant the, yeah, it was Kelsom. Well, there we have it. Well, a face-off in the Swift Current zone. And this is exactly what we've been saying. Swift Current, 2nd in the league in scoring, but 14th in defense. They've allowed too many goals to rely on their offense every single time like this. They can't get in. They're going to just try to say, we're going to outscore you regardless. And we'll see if that strategy works out for them. It has been mixed results so far. Gronda had a nice centered all by himself, but a nice poke stick by the stick. Poke stick. Yeah, it's a poke stick. Nice poke check by Ken Kelsom with his stick. I don't know, maybe the word poke stick, maybe the term poke stick will catch on. I don't know. That might be something already. I'm not too familiar with the slang the kids are using these days. Is poke stick a thing? I'll have to look it up. Some of the interns pull up Open Dictionary for me. That'd be great, eh? Anyway, we have Garcia Legs and Glowbeck as well. Sandy Dancer bringing it back up the ice all by himself. They'll try to make a line change here as he'll just hold on to it. Takes down from behind Alex Desari. And dumping it back into the zone. Our Drummondville will make a line change as well. But quick on it, but he doesn't quite get it. Well, Grant Vance, Greg Godine been very aggressive, and Vern Vickles able to get a shot off. Here's Godine again to Desnice. Vickles, you know, I will say, Greg Godine is making a fantastic he's putting a fantastic shift out there. He was forechecking very well, providing the final passes to shots, creating the screen. That was outstanding. Here's McLemuck again. Mark McLemuck has the first of the 2 goals. Godine going to try to get it all for himself. Takes it for glory. Kelsum right in his chest, into the glove. And it is a face-off. This off is won by Swift Current, and they will immediately take it out of the zone. Christian Brote bring it up, and he's got a chance. Well, he takes it himself. The Rock has to stop it. Doug Volman was right there, ready to clean that one up if there was a deflection. So good reflexes and well held onto by Jean-Francois Larocque. Now, I will say these two, the goaltenders, as far as their statistics go this season so far, neither of them are really finding themselves at the top of the stats. However, they're pretty evenly matched, so that's what we're seeing this. I'm very surprised. Drummondville, 12th in scoring so far this season, but they're holding their own against Swift Current, and they're trying to get the tying goal, and that was Logowski. And wow, Kelsum had to come all the way out of his crease for that one. He might have gotten shoved, and there's a little bit of extracurriculars afterwards. Rogowski looks upset. Everybody looks upset. Anger is just the fuel that the CSPHLC runs on. That and beer. Beer and anger. The two official fuels of, you watch like the stock car racing or the Formula One day, and they have the official fuel sponsor. We should say our fuel sponsors are beer and anger. Oh, Lebrec will bring it back around, back behind his net. Again, you are watching the Swift Current Rum Runners taking on the Drummondville Suns. It's our first of two games today in the CSPHLC Hockey Happy Hour. Oh, nice shot on net by Gordy Conroy, but Kelsum is able to hold up. Here comes Guy Holligan, and coming into a mess. Nice back pass to Rockwood, but he loses it, and it goes all the way back down the ice. Recovering is Bobby Rochefort. And back again with 2.5 minutes to go. Comes Swift Current Rum Runners. Sliding it into Rockwood. Wood puts it right at the pads of Larocque. Wood has 5 goals this season, 5 assists, makes a total of 10 points. Pretty solid so far, but cannot find the back of the net. This is the CSPHLC Hockey Happy Hour. My name is Wade Gordon, calling this action that's taking place in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. I am up here in the Hamilton, Ontario studios because I will be magically calling the game from Kamloops, British Columbia in just a bit of time. That'll be kicking off in about an hour's time, as we'll have local programming and local news in between the two games. And we'll come back for the Kamloops Wolves to take on the Salmon Arm Woodies in our late game. Craig Cramler, Guy Holligan, 2 shots. Holligan with the rebound, and Larocque is keeping his team in this one as the seconds tick down here in the second period. It's been a tight one. Only 1 goal in the second period, but it's the one that puts Swift Current in the lead. Jeff Lowe back to Alex, and that'll do it for the second period. 20 minutes to go, 40 minutes are in the books. We'll be back in just a few moments with the third period of our first game. Don't go anywhere. This one still has a lot more of a story to tell, I think. We'll be back in just a few moments with the third period. back with you for the third period of what's been a fun and exciting game. 3 goals to 2. The Swift Current Rum Runners looking to hold on to first place in the Prairie Division. Still early in the season. We're playing 54 games this season. 13 are in the books. This is number 14 for these two teams. And Bill Lavoie bringing in for the Drummondville Suns, who want to make a move up the Quebec division. They currently sit in third place at 5-5-3. This is the first season for both teams here in the CSPHLC. Doug Bowman puts it right on net, and LaRock will let it bounce off of his chest protector. Up again, here comes Gordy Conroy. He's got SFSC trying to center in, but he doesn't hang on to the puck. And back up the ice come the Swift Current Rum Runners. It was Kevin Saw, and he just lays his body in there. Ends up tripping over a downed player. Guess he just couldn't stop quick enough. That was Van Pecken as well. And here's Ronnie Dupree, lays it off to Lavoie. Lavoie puts it right at the skates of Kelsom. Here's Lurgowski with a second chance. Takes a hit by Lam Sablek, and Sablek comes back up the ice to give the Rum Runners a bit of a breather. Tries to hold on to it for a bit. He's there is a bit of a tussle at the bottom end of your screen, and yeah, offside is the call. Guy de Gomquet is offside. Well, why should we be surprised that the third period has started as fast as the 2 periods prior already? These two teams know how to move up and down the ice. They've got the speed, and they've been, as we see, that was the hit stat. They've been throwing their bodies around 2. There's Holligan taking it off of the Drummondville player. Here is Wood, loses it to Desari. McLamuk has it for a second. Lentel brings it up to Jankowski, and Jankowski is brought down in front of his own bench. And there is a jumble of bodies. Belandon Lyko trying to find a way onto it, and Darcy Alex takes it out of the zone. Loses it yet again, Patrice O'Donk, but trying to just neutralize the Swift Current attack. And they'll ultimately have to just dump it down. And a big jumble behind the net. There, that's 4 bodies. There you go, that makes it a jumble. And LaRock decides he's going to hold on to it and force a face-off in his own zone. Just didn't like where the puck was moving, and the fact that none of the skaters behind his own net could stay on their feet, it seemed. It's a fair statement. There's Belandon Lyko just hammering from behind Terry Jankowski. What a hit, and sending him right into the boards in front of his own bench. So, that just kind of riles up the away side. Losing the puck. And back come the Swift Current Rum Runners. That is Christian Brote. Right side of the ice, centers it to Cramler. Cramler puts a shot in. Rebound goes wide, and Bernie Lentel is hit. There's Cramler yet again. That was O'Donk, I think, with the shot that just went wide. And O'Donk again. Lyko just laid it into him, but it's back in possession with the Suns, but they can't get it out of their own zone. Blowback has some space in front of him, but he'll take some time. Plays it up to Jimmy Gronda, loses it. Back at center ice here is O'Donk yet again. And the forecheck of the Rum Runners. Still been powerful. Brote beats the offside, just sort of shovels it in. And LaRock, he would not have been prepared for that, but he just sort of gets it out. There's Gronda back again, crossing center ice. First across the blue line, trying to center it in. He's got 2 options. Well, behind the net was Vern Vickles. And he lost the option. Ultimately, Francis Robity to Gronda, and Gronda is a 1-on-1, maybe 2-on-1 if he's quick enough. He does not. He lays it off. And that is Labrec who just puts it wide of the net. And behind, Sandy Dancer takes a hit. And Yannick Langley, brought down to the ice. Here's Dancer, 1-on-1 with Bill Lavoie, but Lavoie will hold on. Loses him. Here's Brote's shot. It goes right into the glove of LaRock. And that looked like that was a good opportunity to put this game potentially to bed before the Swift Current Rum Runners take a 2-goal lead. 8:12 to go in this one. Again, as we're at the top of the hour, we remind you that your local programming and local news coverage will be following the conclusion of this game. But stick with us, as the second game of the Hockey Happy Hour will begin in about an hour's time. It'll be the Salmon Arm Woodies heading to Kamloops to face division rivals and expansion team, the Kamloops Wolves. The old Loop de Kamloops. And a big shot just ricochets off the body of Larocque, and he will decide, oh, he gets rid of it to Froskins. He sees the opening. Froskins, but they can't get it out. And this is what we've been waiting for, isn't it, folks? Well, that is Doug Volman for the Swift Current Rum Runners and Bill Lavoie. And they have decided to settle this with their fists. And that was a face plant. My goodness. Well, let's see what actually started that. Yeah, Volman just sort of threw that hit right in. And Bill Lavoie said, you know, I don't think that was necessary, friend. Except he probably didn't say friend. He probably called him a jerk, said probably don't use the word jerk. And he called me a jerk, said last guy I called him a jerk is dead now. So he didn't say nothing, and then they fought.
5-minute major for fighting. Time of the penalties, 13 minutes, 4 seconds.
Well, there we have it. Well, fighting for both Doug Volman and Bill Lavoie. As the game is still a 1-goal game with 5:20 to go left in regulation. Currently, the Swift Current Rum Runners have what looks to be the winning goal in the second period. The power play goal from Sandy Dancers. Rockwood trying to bring it back in. Has some centering. Goes to the top of the zone to Lamsa Black coming in. And there's Mark McClamack, excuse me. Just cannot get a clean shot in, and Ken Kelsom will hold on to it for a face-off in the Swift Current zone. Well, Drummondville have really been putting the screws to the Swift Current team. Randy SMS is just playing a nice hit in to Grant Vincent there. 3:51 to go as this face-off takes place in the Rum Runner zone. Won by Swift Current. All the way back to Ken Kelsom. Good he had to look alive out there. And all the way back into their zone is Rockwood. Puck is being fought for. Don't know if someone's lost a stick. Can't quite see from there who it is. It's like it was Rockwood trying to get his stick back. And here's Lergarski. 2 on 3, but one of them is stickless, and he loses it to Bobby Rochefort. And there's Patrice O'Dunk has a goal today. Trying to find some centering in there. He's got Guy Holligan if he wants it. Got Craig Cramler, puts it just over the net. And a delayed penalty, so Swift Current will go on the power play with an interference call coming up against the Drummondville Suns. That one's going to have to hurt. That is Lergowski. Paul Lergowski, interference the call. And so that power play will take us to the end of regulation.
Time of the penalty, 18 minutes, 9 seconds.
And the puck goes out of play there. So there'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Oh, sorry, it'll be in the zone. Face-off won by Swift Current. Rochefort loses it, tries to find a Van Pecken. O'Dong trips over his own player. And there is a big jumble of just orange jerseys. Lam Sublek trying to clear it out. Rochefort. And here come the Swift Current Rum Runners once again. Last minute of play in regulation. Richard Van Pecken. They still have the power play for the rest of this time. They're trying to put a second one in. And Drummondville can't even get the net emptied to get an extra attacker on to make this even straight. They finally do. Jean-Francois Larocque has headed to the bench. So it's 5-on-5 right now, even though it is a power play. And Blowbeck trying to find something, cannot get it there, and Volman will happily take it over to O'Donk, who will take it back into neutral ice, and Sublek loses it Godin, they're still trying to fight it. O'Donk just trying to put something in there. The game right now is put to bed for Swift Current as far as they're concerned. They'd like to really put it to bed with an empty netter. But here come the Drummondville Suns yet again. Bernie Lentel, they're trying for the shorthanded goal, and Kelsom will sit on it. 13.3 seconds left to go in regulation as the Swift Current Rum Runners on the power play find themselves back against the wall as the Drummondville Suns pulled the goalie. Empty netter. Empty net is still for the final 13.3 seconds. They win the faceoff. It's Froskins trying to put it around. That was just sent wide, and Guy Holligan will look to try to hang on to it and get it back out to the neutral zone. They do successfully. Blowback pulls it back in, and that'll be the end of the game. The Swift Current Rum Runners hold on and remain the first place team in the Prairie Division. They improved to 10-2 with 2 overtime losses as well, 10-2. For the Drummondville Suns, that is loss number 6 for them. And for the Swift Current Rum Runners, the more important thing, that is their 7th win in a row. They are streaking as it goes as they try to break through the glass to try to rumble with some of the fans in celebration, but they'll have to wait for the parking lot for the fights to happen. That is it for our first game of the CSPHLC Hockey Happy Hour. We'll be back at the top of the hour for broadcasting the second Hockey Happy Hour game of the evening. It'll be the Salmon Arm Woodies heading to Kamloops, based on the Kamloops Wolves. Your local programming and news is back after this. I'm Wade Gordon, and we'll be back in just a few moments.